Hey, Grandma.
Hi, sweetie.
I want to ask you something. Do you know about any controversies that corruption and organized crime have caused?
Well, I know that the government have adopted the macabre public relation method used by hitmen.
I remember one case. It was the assassination of the boss of bosses Arturo Beltrán Leiva, when the images of his blood-soaked and blood-covered corpse were published in the media.
Grandma. Hey, Grandma. Well, I guess I'll just go with my brother and ask him. Hey, bro, I want to ask you something. Do you know about organized crime and corruption?
Well, organized crime is crowding news of the front pages.
There are always news about drug war and its social consequences, which include numerous deaths of innocent civilians, policemen, and soldiers during showdowns between the government and the cartels.
Organized crime is corrupting the authorities, and the society is facing kidnappings and murders. And the only good thing that has come is the improved law enforcement.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, thanks, bro. I'll go if my grandma's awake. Thanks, bye.
Oh, I was telling you. Organized crimes have broad international consequences. For example, Mexico is now considered one of the most insecure countries of Latin America. And you know, sweetie, organized crime is a problem that affects all countries equally. And I have read that it constitutes one of the 3 greatest threats to the safety and well-being of humankind.
So, in 2009, the UN General Assembly adopted a resolution entitled International Cooperation Against the World Drug Problem. This resolution calls on the international community to increase its actions against organized crime.
Is that right? Well, thanks, Grandma. I now see everything clear. Thanks. Okay, so Grandpa, what do you know about corruption and organized crime?
I just received some email with information about that.
No.
See.
Whoa.
Here it says that Mexico's position in the world when speaking of corruption is relatively low. According to Transparency International's Corruption Perceptions Index 2009, Mexico occupies the 89th place out of 180 countries. Also based on the same index, our country has a confidence range of 3.2 to 3.5 out of 10. According to the Recopilatorio de la Encuesta de Fraude y Corrupción en México 2008, 77% of the companies that operate in our country have had at least one fraud charge involving bribes in the last year. 44% of all Mexican companies admit to have made one of the books payment to public figures. The sad part is that 6 out of every 10 of these companies consider that those bribes have significant positive impact in their reimbursement projections in Mexico.
Do you think that there's any relationship between corruption and organized crime?
There is a strong relationship between organized crime and corruption. Corruption could be considered as the underlying cause and facilitating factor of organized crime. For example, criminal groups may use corruption to infiltrate and neutralize government institutions. In fact, a study has proved that organized crime grows more in countries where the rule of law is weaker and vice versa.
Corruption and organized crime both are harmful for any society in the world. This may create an economic and social impact because the rules are being broken. In consequence, social stability is being affected and development is being slowed down.
Whoa. That was just what I was asking myself. Well, thanks, Grandpa.
Dear Diary, today I understood better, with the help of my family, what's happening in Mexico today. The fight against organized crime has been an exhaustive struggle, which only gets worse each day. Although the government of Felipe Calderón has tried, since the beginning to the end, this huge problem, the government's actions have not been enough. There are a lot of obstacles that impede the success of the government, and they have not been able to overcome them. From what I've heard today, a portion of the government wants to bring down this problem, but there's another portion that is part of the problem. I think that first they must solve the internal problem in order to proceed on trying to make the country we live in a better place for us, all of us. Either way, those who increase the salaries of those in law enforcement so that they no longer have the need for money and could hopefully reject bribes. Oh, also a good solution could be to humiliate corrupt ones by publishing their complete name. This could make them think twice before accepting a bribe once more.